How about that?
At last.
At last, at long last, we were trying we're doing a couple of checks here, and we want to make sure that we have the dashboard here and interactivity, I think. I don't know how we see the stream, Amy. Okay, well, I don't know how we do it. But at any rate, Amy, you might have to send me the questions if we do have any questions. So, we are back to live. How do I go back to this? No, cancel that. Damn. I shouldn't have gone to that dashboard thing that you told me to go to, Amy. Now I can't even see what we're doing here. Okay. We are, first of all, apologies for yesterday for those of you who tuned in to see our Facebook Live. We have Anne here today, sitting in for Amy.
And I didn't jinx it last night, it was completely coincidental.
So Anne is...
oh,
Amy's...
Amy has a petite head, obviously, compared to mine.
So we have... Anne is taking Amy's place today. Amy is laid low with COVID at the moment, and hopefully she's now just about on the mend. Apparently in about 5 days she should be able to come out of hiding. So good luck, Amy. Everyone wishes you well. I hope you like the new Beekeeping 24/7 shirts.
I have to say, it's very comfortable to wear.
That's good.
Very nice.
That's good.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, I quite like it. I quite like it as well. I go for the what color is this?
Beige.
Beige. Okay. Right. The other thing we were just going to mention, we were recently back from New Orleans, and we had a great time there for our son Thomas's and Paige's wedding, and so it was a lot of fun, a lot warmer than Maine.
It was. I mean, I was thinking all the time with wow, the BC must love this weather, because it was absolutely glorious. I think March is obviously the peak time for tourists as well. It was pretty busy, but just glorious blue skies and sunshine every day.
It was, and I was just looking at everything that was in flower, thinking, oh, my bees would be loving this right now.
For sure, yeah, that is so true.
All right. Well, we're back, and now that although it didn't feel like it today, the weather forecast is improving. I've been busy clearing up any dead outs from the winter, bringing that equipment in, and I will be sorting through that, setting up boxes for number one, restocking, and number two, expanding especially the strongest of the single brood chamber colonies that I've got coming through the winter, of which I've got quite a few, and in the next couple of weeks some of those are going to already want another super on them, so I'll be getting those things ready very shortly. And also this week, actually starting tomorrow, I have an apprentice, and next week I've got at least 2 more starting apprentices which are going to help me with the bee work. As Jordan and Cameron have moved on to other things now, so we'll be starting some new Jordans and Camerons, and they'll be helping out, so you'll be able to see those as we go along.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that we can get the Hampton Academy bees looked at in the next few weeks. I've had lots of students putting their heads into my classroom going, when's beekeeping starting? And they're already getting super excited, and I have lots of new beekeepers for the second half of the school year. Word has got out that this is the coolest club in town. I mean, apart from the fact it looks fantastic on their college applications, they genuinely just love having something as unusual as a beekeeping club. And the thing I like about it most myself, and I think you'll agree, Peter, is it attracts so many different types of students, unlike, say, maybe a sport where it attracts certain kids to certain sports. You know, it's so diverse. We have everybody. We have all different age groups, from freshmen to seniors, but just the whole, you know, kit and caboodle. Everybody's represented, and obviously everybody's welcome, and we just have a wonderful time. So I can't wait to get out to the hives with those students. They're ready. Yeah,
and it looks like in the next week we should be able to start. Great. So looking forward to that very much. Mm-hmm. And another thing we're looking forward to, Beekeeping 24/7. Yeah. As you may recall, we've had our first recruitment. We had our first members join a couple of months ago now, back in the beginning of February, and we've been having a great time there. We've been so happy with the way it's going, with the great group of people that we have who are partially guiding the way the Beekeeping 24/7 is going, because basically we're responding to what they're needing, because we set off with an idea in mind, but what's happening now is that the members are coming up with the certain types of questions, and Amy and I are making videos for those questions. So we're getting a lot of feedback in both directions, which work out really well. And we've had that many people wanting to join it who'd missed the boat already. We started a waiting list some weeks ago, and in fact what we have is a waiting list now more than 50 strong, and they are going to be able to join Beekeeping 24/7 as of tonight. At midnight, we open up the membership to Beekeeping 24/7. So if you look through the comments on this broadcast, you will see a link a little later on this evening where you will be able to join Beekeeping 24/7. It's the folks that have missed a chance. We've had all sorts of great progress with our members. Remember, Beekeeping 24/7 has 12 detailed beekeeping classes, particularly for beginners, but also for some with some experience. But people have been really enjoying that. But I think it's the group. They're coming for the classes, but they're staying for the sort of camaraderie and the membership, really, and that takes place here on Facebook. So I'm sorry that a lot of those folks wanted to watch and participate in this talk last night, and we had folks saying, where are you, but I'm inept when it comes to the computer right now, and in fact I can't even see what the questions are, so Amy is fortunately texting, and she's going to relay any of the questions on my phone here. So far I don't think we have any just now, but nobody knew we were coming on. Which kind of makes it a little bit easy, but a little bit of cheating as well.
I have to say about the Beekeeping 24/7. I had someone at school just asking me about the bee-friendly wildflower seeds that we have, and we just got talking informally, and she was saying how much her parents, who have recently retired, really enjoy hearing about beekeeping. And they would love to keep bees, but they can't because they live in the city, right, in the city of Bangor, and they have a very small yard. And so I was like, oh my gosh, don't let that be an obstacle at all. You can still keep bees. And so she was very excited, particularly to hear about Beekeeping 24/7, because they will be new to beekeeping, and they love the idea of being able to, as and when, have on board experienced beekeepers that they can, share their wealth of knowledge with.
That's right, and Amy is a city beekeeper herself.
Absolutely,
she's got her hive
yes.
right in the center of Bangor.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that we think is quite unique about the two of us here. We've got them from the countryside to the city.
Absolutely.
But in terms of having that mentorship, and that is the biggest difference between people who are successful in their beekeeping and those that are not. At least from judging by what I see people coming into the store and that sort of thing, the people that have somebody to ask questions to on a very regular basis, they have to come into the store every week or 2 weeks to get it from the store, picking up the information that way. But the people that have somebody that they can turn to regularly,
as and when,
they're the ones that make it through. And I've just proved to myself yet again that unless you're right on top of the timing of stuff, you lose bees. And I've got a yard where I didn't get to things got on top of me last summer, and I got 7 of my 8 yards treated and things, but one of them I didn't, and I had relatively really bad survivorship in a yard like that. So it makes such a big difference.
It does, and I think for the beginners, I'm new to it myself, but I think the thing is it's getting that confidence. Their enthusiasm is 100%, and I think something like Beekeeping 24/7 they have those people on hand literally 24/7, is a great confidence booster for new beekeepers, you know, and they never feel, oh, is this a really silly question to ask, or what if I ask that, you know, because they know that, you know, everybody has to start somewhere, and having
right.
people that can't wait to share their tips of the trade as we go along is just wonderful. And I have to say, I kind of think of myself still as like I'm an enthusiastic observer of beekeeping rather than a beekeeper myself. But I just have to say to you, and you know this, I've mentioned it before, but seriously, there's never been such an amazing group of people as getting together with a lot of beekeepers in one place at one time. They are the nicest people. What is it about beekeepers? I have never met a beekeeper that I haven't liked, and they're just lovely, and just being part of beekeeping and something that helps the environment, and
Even
you
when
know,
they're waiting
it's
for
just
2
wonderful.
hours to get their bees.
Yes,
you know,
I
so
mean,
that-
I've never known people so patient and excited, and just it was fabulous, and just even being part of that for me it's wonderful. I love it.
That's great.
So thank you, Amy, for letting me step into your shoes today. I hope trying my best here.
All right. Now, the membership is actually only going to be open for 6 days. So, for April 1st to April 6th are the window that we've allowed to take on new members. Before, I mean, I concentrate on those members and not worry about bringing on new folks. This is your chance. If you want to join, it's a paid membership group. You go to this link and you'll get all the details. You get a bit more description of what's going on, and if it's the sort of thing that you want to do, which I'm sure it is, then please join us. We'll look forward to having you in the group.
I think Amy might have a question for us.
Did she have a question for us? This is great.
Maybe.
Okay, let me see. This is
Or maybe
great.
she's just
Anna's
sending
doing
good
great.
wishes.
No, it's just Amy making a
Oh,
comment.
that's
Anne's
kind.
doing great.
Thank
Well
you,
done.
Amy.
Well done.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
All right. So we are going to, as we didn't, we weren't even sure if we were going to be able to get this thing to work today yet or not, but I'm glad we did, and I was thoroughly miserable last night.
He was.
In terms of,
It was
I
not-
was
it wasn't
so
good. It wasn't good.
disappointed with myself. I phoned up my son, and he got on, shared the computer with me, and he worked out how to things I was doing wrong. So I hope I've done Christopher proud, and we've got it going. Now, next time I have to be able to see the chat myself, as I lost it on the page here somehow. Anyway, thank you very much for joining us. I'm Peter Cowan, the Bee Whisperer, and this is the better half of the Bee Whisperer.
Not at all.
And we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining us.
Bye-bye.
Okay, and